forgive me for this trap shit. Sergeant Smack make it backflip. Telly Hank did with the action. With the vital speaking Spanish. Frank Matthews, how I vanish. Poof. Came back like I'm King Tut. Gold BBS is on a beamer. When Fat Cat was 10 queens up. Ball off the profit, not the re-up. Fly like Puerto Rican Jesus. Uptown like I'm Baby May. Just caught a touchdown from the bay.
At the stroke of midnight, Baltimore had seen 201 homicides in 2024, a 23% reduction from the year before.
It's a good accomplishment to come in under last year, but it's still too many for our city.
And it turns out other major cities saw significant reductions too. Philadelphia cut its homicide rate by 40% last year. New Orleans saw a 38% decline. Washington reduced homicides by 29%. And both Baltimore and Memphis saw 23% reductions. Kansas City and LA saw double-digit declines too.
After the COVID-19 pandemic, homicide rates surged across nearly every major city in the United States, fueled by economic instability, social unrest, and the proliferation of firearms. However, by 2024, many cities have begun to see a sharp decline in homicides, as Philadelphia will report a 40% decrease, New Orleans 38%, Baltimore and Memphis both experiencing a 20% reduction in homicides. These trends will reflect the growing success in community-based initiatives and efforts to tackle the root of violence. Yet, one city would stand apart from this progress: Birmingham, Alabama.
2024 is now the deadliest year on record for the city of Birmingham.
And last night's homicide makes 149 people killed this year. The previous record of 148 was set in 1933. ABC 3340's Austin Pratt breaks down these numbers and has reaction from the Birmingham community.
It's pretty heartbreaking, to say the least, to know that it's been a major increase in the homicide rate.
Wednesday night, the shooting death of 69-year-old Reginald Crenshaw on 3rd Avenue South makes history in Birmingham. It breaks the total number of homicides in the city this year to 149, surpassing the previous record of 148 set in 1933. Back then, the population of Birmingham was about 259,000, making the homicide rate about 57.14 people per 100,000. Today, it's just over 196,000, setting the current homicide rate at about 75.78 per 100,000 people. That's about a 32.6% increase in homicide rate. The national homicide rate in 2022, which is the most recent year reported by the Council on Criminal Justice, is 6.3 per 100,000 people. This year's rate in Birmingham is more than 12 times that amount.
Birmingham's homicide numbers hit a historic high in 2024 with 151 murders, breaking a record, you get this, nearly 100 years ago, from 1933. Unlike cities like Los Angeles, Memphis, and New Orleans, where national gang ties often play a role in violence, the gangs in Birmingham operate locally with deep roots in the community. Groups like 420, TMSG, and the 6500 Boys would contribute heavily to the chaos, controlling territories and escalating conflicts within the city's neighborhoods. But the breaking point would come when it would be put on the city's doorsteps on an Easter Sunday, April 4th, 2021, during a shootout at Patton Park, where gunfire would erupt in a crowded area, leaving one woman dead and several others injured. In response, authorities would adopt a controversial strategy inspired by tactics once used to bring down a notorious mobster, beginning to target the gang members through financial crimes and other indirect charges. And as the violence escalated in the city of Birmingham, one name would begin to stand out associated with the carnage: Hard to Kill, or H2K.
The shooting deaths of 5 men in just over 24 hours prompted Mayor Woodfin to issue the following statement about gang violence. Quote, If you have a son or a friend that's in or affiliated with H2K, 6500 Boys, 420, TMSG, or CPMG, please reason with them. Ask them to call a truce. Ask them to lay low. Ask them to chill and put the guns down. Woodfin going on to say, quote, "Too many lives have been lost, and none of this is worth the cycle of retaliation and death that's crippling our community and literally snatching your son's lives."
They want to talk about them. Oh, man, scoring H2K was into it with them and doing. I ain't beef with nobody.
Hard to kill.
Yeah, nigga, yeah, 1300 shit. Where we at right now? What city we in? Yeah, you know what it is, Birmingham, nigga. Buy rent, nigga. Yeah, you see what it is, man. That motherfucking nigga already know H2K tomorrow, nigga. Hey, move. We finna shoot it in the stove.
Everybody was calling my name because a situation happened, you know what I'm saying? And a beautiful woman got killed, Churn got shot, baby got killed, I think. All that little shit. A lot of people got shot and shit.
Hello, today we're here in Patton Park, a place where families normally come to enjoy themselves and make memories. However, on Easter Sunday, April 4th, 2021, gunfire erupted in a crowded park, claiming the life of Ariel Yarbrough. There was also 5 other individuals that were struck by gunfire, ages ranging from 5 to 17. Fortunately, they survived. The sad reality is there were several hundreds of people in the park, and the killer is still at large. We know there's somebody that knows exactly who the shooter was. The family of Ariel deserves closure and justice. We're asking, if you know who is responsible for this shooting, if you have any information.
I felt like I had to speak up on this situation, like, because they came and got me. So when they came and got me, I talked, boom, the detective, boom, boom. That shit had got, they knew it wasn't me. So the detective asked me like, man, since you been rapping, there's been a lot of violence going on. Like your violence rate been going up these last few months since you been rapping. It been hot. Nigga, on my mama, nigga. So he say, do you want to use it to can you use it to like try to tell the youth, cause it seems like they listen to you. So I'm like, shit, it don't matter. So I ain't knowing he want me to get on this. I ain't knowing this shit gonna be on TV. You feel me? To the last minute. So that when he pulled, let me get tissue. That when he pulled he pulled up when they got the press box shit out there, bam, bam. That's why I was stuttering. I ain't know what the fuck was going on. I ain't know. I was camera shy.
Start the violence, you feel me? Put the gun down, like, you ain't about proving no points no more, like, just be yourself, you feel what I'm saying? It's a purpose for everybody, like, everybody, you know what I'm saying, just be yourself, like, stop proving, they proving points. Like, too old to be proving points. If you ain't did it, then you ain't gonna get done, you feel me? Like, start the violence, put the gun down, you feel me? Like, fight, whatever, but, you know what I'm saying, put the gun down, like, you ain't gotta try to prove a point all the time.
What point are they trying to prove though, bro?
I don't know, I guess everybody, from the music, like everybody want to be killers. I guess shooters, tough guys, you know what I'm saying? Like, they ain't standing on morals and principles no more, like, it watered down, like, and I feel like I can bring it back with my generation, like, I can touch certain people, like, certain people gonna look at this and, yeah, bro, you feel me? Like, so that's why I feel like I can come, you know what I'm saying, and help at least with the youth, you feel me? With my age, you feel me? Like, stop the violence.
You feel me? Yeah. And he was just like, say, stop the violence and shit. You know, I ain't gonna say nothing to incriminate myself, and I ain't gonna say nothing to make a person feel like I'm not standing up for what I believe in and what I stand on. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I never tell on a nigga, ever.
Right.
Ever. You ain't gonna never see David Mitchell the fourth. My number is 494-10510, nigga. Go run that. For all you pussy ass nigga that be saying shit in the air, talking about I got charged for a murder at the park. I be wanting to speak on a lot of shit, but I don't.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be known like, nigga, I ain't never got charged for no murder. For one, I never got picked up for that shit, nigga. They when they picked me up, nigga, that was the end of that, nigga. You feel me? And then that what it was. They ran my ballistics and all that, and that what it was. I ain't fired a motherfucking shot. I ain't even had no gun on me. On these nigga, I had grabbed somebody else's child like that hoe. They went to talking about them. Oh, Mexico and H2K was into with them and them. I ain't beef with nobody. I don't got nothing to do with what they say and who they say they beefing with. I ain't beef with nobody.
Yeah.
Feel me? Like, bitch, don't put me in there.
Your rap group, right? H2K, it was so popular. Who to say who could be real H2K? Because I seen the whole city down there was H2K one upon a time. From my perspective, it seemed like every young nigga that had a chain and some money with H2K to me. You feel what I'm saying? And there was a lot of little niggas just on the internet popping shit. It had big boy, you know what I'm saying?
Hey,
Drakes and money.
I'm gonna say it like this. I ain't got no say so. I ain't got no say so.
Okay.
You see how like NBA YoungBoy, he 4K trade NBA and everybody over the world's playing that shit? I ain't got no say so. Like, I can't stop nobody from doing nothing. That ain't got nothing to do with me. My name Lil Mexico. You heard my name Lil Mexico.
Man, we going viral today, man. Nigga know what it is, man. We ain't stopping for the cops.
I'm finna hashtag this whole
H2K, man. Fuck the cops.
Hey, we got unlimited 30s, unlimited rounds for a nigga ass on blood. We do it.
Man, I already know H2K tomorrow. Eric on the dumb still. Got this whole man, little big kid. Little shoot, man.
I always G, y'all know what's going on. Red Crack, I stay no more boat that. H2K, no hard to keep.
Rico records in this thing on my pull on this bitch, man. Ain't no.
More blocks than the cops. Get your guns up, get your funds up. Big H2K shit. No RP, straight free on blood.
No boy G first boy, I rock some 23s. I made myself a boss, I don't need no nigga to vouch for me. Vultures out the street, yeah. Blood talking MOBB. I ain't trying to see a drop. Before I call for bougie, bitch, I'd rather sleep on the couch. My nigga find a bottle, I talk to Allah, he gon' make it out. Before I buy a Hellcat, put my mama in a bigger house. I got bigger dreams, I'm still be posting it from a 100 house.
Hey, y'all call on Lil Wayne now. You do put the bill to you like you, man, get them.
Go.
You can't give a nigga one tag. Act like you drank it. I drop the bill down. Like look to the right like.
And I'm just a certified smacker, killer nigga, all that, hard to kill. And I keep number young niggas with this.
Smack, kill, trill, chill, all that shit too.
Yeah, nigga, yeah, 1,300 shit.
Where we at right now? What city we in?
Yeah, you know what it is, Birmingham, nigga. By rent, nigga. Yeah, you see what it is, man.
That motherfucking nigga already know H2K tomorrow, nigga.
Hey, Luke, we finna shoot it in the stove.
There's a whole lot of hand in hand.
Come on, I'm the motherfucking real gangster right here, man. Gangster. Yeah, real gangster. When you pull up, come fuck this one right here. Come fuck with me right here, man. Decent, man.
And everything on the real deal, no few games. We really them niggas H2K tomorrow, motherfucker. We're just smacking niggas down, you feel? And this shit getting bigger than every day.
Block we trust. The cops we bust. The ops we flush. Flush that bitch ass out, man.
I got the order. What y'all want, bro?
Fuck Donald Trump.
Man. Not yet. Oh shit.
What y'all want?
Y'all square the hood, nigga. I know I'm from, nigga. We crack out
Real shit. I'm back, bang, fucked up on my mama.
Y'all keep supplying these brews for this way.
My mama is back up on my mama. I'm on all
Okay, 1300. Yeah, big gorilla shit. Yeah, we on 800 with it. Y'all nigga play getting y'all nigga. We doning niggas on season, nigga.
And we really dropping bodies.
Gorilla.
Really dropping bodies.
Shit, man, on blood, nigga. Yo.
Run down, packed up in the truck, they're like a greyhound. A nigga plating off the top, then they gon' lay down. And when they lay down, they ain't gon' stay down. Pull up, jump out, run down. Packed up in the truck, they're like a greyhound. A nigga plating off the top, then they gon' lay down. And when they lay down, they ain't gon' stay down. Pull up.
Just go left one.
That nigga tried, that nigga died.
Hey, yo, wait. Hey, yo, wait. What it say?
No motherfucking RIP.
What they say?
On my mama.
You knew I was your nigga. If a nigga got murdered, nigga 800 did it, nigga.
Nigga, fuck, nigga, yeah, nigga, and the young nigga spinning
hold on, I said, fuck, nigga, you know got shot, nigga, 800 block, nigga.
The FBI has two things going for us in these type of cases: a very long memory and a dogged commitment to run down every lead. We not only owe it to her family, but we also owe it to this community, said FBI Special Agent in Charge, Carlton Peoples. It was a perfect Easter Sunday in April 2021, the kind of day that brings families together. Birmingham's W.C. Patton Park was packed with laughter, life as kids played, parents grilled, and everybody soaked in the spring air. But as the evening would settle in, that peace would be shattered when gunshots would ring out and chaos would erupt. And when it was all settled and done, after the smoke cleared, a 32-year-old city employee by the name of Ariel Yarborough had lost her life, and 5 others, one as young as 5 years old, was wounded. On a day while most people were observing the holidays across the nation, the shooting would put Birmingham on the national spotlight, with that shooting marking a turning point for the city. The shooting wouldn't just claim a life, it shook the community and put a target on one name, H2K, known as Hard to Kill. The gang who had gained a reputation for violence and boldness, and for law enforcement, it would become clear that the community wouldn't be able to heal until H2K was stopped. Birmingham isn't new to battling crime, but according to Alabama crime writer Carol Robinson, what makes H2K different is their audacity. They weren't just active, they were loud on social media and in the streets. They flaunted their influence, and that made them a prime focus. But bringing them down would require more than traditional methods. And that's where the Al Capone strategy would come in. Now, this playbook would come from one of history's most infamous gangsters, Al Capone. In the 1930s, Capone would terrorize Chicago with bootlegging, gambling, and allegedly murder. However, prosecutors were unable to pin those crimes on him, so they went after what they could prove, tax evasion, and it worked. Al Capone would end up dying in prison, and his empire would be crumbled. And the same approach will become the foundation for Birmingham's fight against H2K, where if authorities couldn't connect the members to murders or even shootings, they'd pursue any charge that they could prove, i.e., drug possession, gun charges, or fraud, with the goal being more than justice. It was about dismantling H2K by any means necessary. And as police would enact this strategy, one by one, H2K members would fall, like Darius Emil Craig Jr., allegedly a key player in H2K's drug network, would plead guilty in February of 22 for distributing meth. In that very same month of February 2022, a guy by the name of Dante Austin, a person said to be a known enforcer for H2K, would be convicted and sentenced to 42 months for illegal firearm possession. The following month, federal authorities would arrest Horace Burgess Jr., another alleged core member of the group, for also distributing meth. Then, about 2 years ago, in January of 2023, federal authorities would arrest Tavares Nelson, tying him to H2K's arsenal of guns, with him eventually pleading guilty to the possession of a machine gun. And one by one, it seemed like federal authorities was taking H2K members off the board. But if you ask authorities, the most important of these arrests will probably be that of David Little Mexico Mitchell IV, a key member of H2K, who many can call the face of the gang. Just 3 days after Christmas, On December 28, 2022, Birmingham police were patrolling the Norwood Bottoms area when they would spot a black Jeep Grand Cherokee SRT running but unoccupied, but music blasting from the car's speakers. As they would investigate the suspicious vehicle, David Little Mexico Mitchell was seen approaching, yelling at the officers. A known face in the community, authorities would recognize him from an active felony warrant, leading to an attempt arrest when, during a pat-down of Little Mexico, officers will find a stolen Glock 9mm on his waist loaded with 15 rounds. And after a search of his pockets, they would discover a little bit under $4,400 in cash, as well as a key to the Jeep Cherokee that ended up being stolen. Inside of the vehicle, a search would uncover marijuana, hydrocodone pills, an iPhone, and 2 high-capacity Glock magazines. Lil Mexico, already a convicted felon, would plead guilty to firearm charges. In early 2023, it would end up being sentenced to 33 months in prison. Though the arrest of Lil Mexico and the other H2K members were victories, they weren't the end. Despite the takedown of key players, Birmingham still broke its homicide rate in 2024, with modern changes like ghost guns, Glock switches, and increasingly bold tactics keeping law enforcement on the edge. But law enforcement's tactics, like the Al Capone strategy, showed that even the boldest gangs can be disrupted, and H2K's days of flaunting power has been slowed tremendously, if not stopped. But the scars on Birmingham streets are still fresh, and whether these efforts would truly shift the tide remains to be seen. But for now, Birmingham continues to fight, one arrest, one gang, and one day at a time. Now, I'm going to go out on a limb and make the prediction that Birmingham is probably going to be considered the murder capital in the United States in the year of 2024. Now, it's still early and I might be wrong, but when I'm right, remember Pop says so. Y'all make sure y'all hit the red bell and subscribe button right under this video so y'all know when this real trail spill shit is dropping. Y'all get in the comment box below. Y'all let me know what cities we need to go to, what stories we need to tell, what we missed, what we got wrong, all of that. Y'all make sure y'all tapping with me directly on Instagram, Twitter, POP_A_LOT. And until the next play, y'all know how we rocking. Shades Popalot. Salute the almighty mob.